feeling again, so it is haram. Um, I think I've said it all concerning that.
Yes, Miss Rabab, you were about to say something.
Yes. Um, um, for euthanasia, they say that this is a way of love, or show a side of love, love to this human. Or I didn't see that at all, because this is, for me, it's not showing love, because when you have a strong feeling in love for this this person, you can't imagine that you stop seeing them, you stop um connecting with them. I think so, like when you say that's a side, or showing something, you love this man, and you want to stop this pain. It's not totally show love, and that's it.
Yes, that's great. Yes, Sirin?
Yeah, just to add to her point before I forget this, when she talked about love, in Islam, love is not shown by ending someone's life, but in being there with them until the end, you know, helping them die in peace and dignity without fear, reminding them of the mercy of Allah. This can be, in Islam, love isn't expressed by ending pain through death. It is, of course, by holding someone's hand through that pain, reminding them that this is their fate and they just have to accept it.
Yes, exactly. True love means holding, not waiting someone to stay like this, or um, make them die, and you don't stay with him, and like
Guys,
this of man.
yes, Rabab, yes. Mhm. Okay, I have a story to share it with you guys. About a girl from Netherlands, I think, right? So because I do believe that in Netherlands at the moment, euthanasia is very, very low. So, I mean, you have the right to end any suffering, women or men. So this girl, I think she was 27. She had been diagnosed with a nerve disease in her mind that caused her unbearable pain. So she couldn't walk, couldn't sleep, and I mean, couldn't even move, and most noise are crying. So she really indicated a lot of disturbance for her parents during night. Her doctor told her there was no cure, no therapy, only strong medication that barely helped. So any treatment, any medication, any therapy was never helpful. And as well as she felt like a burden to her parents. She felt that she's like a stone in when you are with your shoes. Imagine like a stone that is disturbing you or bothering you. Just you need to move, or you need to remove your shoes and take them out and take it off. So she was like this to her parents. And she thought about dying every day. So she took decision. So when she heard euthanasia was legal in Netherlands, she applied for it and she said, yes, why not? Let's end this. So the doctor approved it within weeks. So her parents begged her to wait, just wait. I mean, dying is not alone, but she felt that she's just getting emotional by her parents and everything, right? But she said they don't want to live like this anymore. There is no hope. So the date was set and it's time. She said goodbye. I felt just, I felt a bit sad, right? She said goodbye and she died with the doctor by her side. Peacefully, they said, okay? But, guys, here is the catch. 2 months later, a medical breakthrough was announced. A medical breakthrough was announced. So they discovered the medical or the treatment for her. but it's very late, so they have already lost it. The parent here, they start crying and blaming themselves, and yes. So this is what about euthanasia. I mean, just we shouldn't be in a rush. We need to be patient. Okay, this is a test from Allah. A very sad story, but it's real, guys.
Feeling himself more being a burden to his parents, being a burden to his friends, and he has to go all through that pain, and they have to go through that with him. So, and we have to also mention the طبيعة المجتمعات تاعهم. Their societies, it's not like ours, like Arab and Islamic societies. Over there, since like from the age of 18, you are adult and you have to count on yourself. So if you get sick, no one would care about you. This is why they call it euthanasia.
But Haytham, you said something very, very. I don't want to say it's very dangerous to say or something. Shuf, there is moment, there is situation where you shouldn't, or you shouldn't think like the people who are with you. Look at good lesson. We need to think like the people who are in the burden or who are like patient and so on. We cannot think like them. Okay, because they are under a serious
No, Ryan,
condition,
I
so
said we need to
they
think like
cannot
them
they cannot think
because they are
logically.
not.
Huh?
Ryan, those people are not Muslims. If we notice that euthanasia exists in the US and Europe, so they are non-Muslim people and so we have to put ourselves, in order to understand them or study them, we have to put ourselves in their shoes. Okay? So we have to understand why they prefer this idea, why they prefer to die by themselves instead of fighting and fighting the disease, just because they are societies that counts, or let's say what we call them the individual societies. Over there, you are by yourself. You don't have a family, for example, who
Do you
can
know?
support
Do
you
you
all the
hate him?
time
Hate
and
him?
something like this.
Means that if you are depressed there, you can go for euthanasia. Not even a serious illness or something to your body, right? Just a simple depression. Simple depression. Ah, I'm depressed. Oh, I can't live. Oh, I hate my life. Oh, I want to suicide. Can you please please sign this paper? No, we cannot, right? So I think religion is a must here, is a must, because it's the only solution for me.
I understand the point of Haytham. Um, he said exactly like one teacher that we studied with her communication. She said in the class, when we discuss about a topic, don't bring religion. Don't bring religion because always religion like give you the the direct answer. And I totally like I don't think like this. This is true. Um, we can't separate religion from our lives, and we can discuss about it, but always in the circle or always in the كيف نقولوا حدود in the like in this even it's not
Limit.
for us and yes, but we should talk about our like we can't like imagine that they are yes they are have these ideas and but we always keep thinking in our area because when you like نقعدوا غير نتفلسفوا هكذا إذا نقدروا هي قالت لنا واش قالت لنا ما تقدروش دوك انا نعطيك نديرو كاش سؤال ونعطيك ديريكت الجواب كيما رايان قال لك خلاص هاي ربي هو اللي يوتوريز اذا تموت ولا تحيا etc. So we can discuss but we can discuss with religion um, قالت لك هي شغل ما نقدروش أصلًا كي دوكا تعطيك هي لا réponse ما نقدروش نحكوا أصلًا، بصح نقدروا نحكوا في الإطار نتاع الآخر تاعنا and that's it.
Concerning the thing with don't bring religion within. So for Muslims, we have to discuss discuss it from a religious point of view sooner or later. And I understand that bringing religion will bring like a definite answer. صحيح إذا جبت religion in the discussion, it's over. I understand that. But I think the only time where you don't bring religion is when you're talking to a foreigner, when you have to explain it in his own language, or because us Muslims, we know Islam, we know the rules, and we know the reasons behind them. You can't just argue with using religious reasoning. So you have to, give him his own language to explain it. But between us Muslims, you cannot escape it. You have to bring up the religious side of it.
Okay, that's very cool. That's very cool. Okay, since you want me to separate religion, okay, I just want to say something. Okay, let's imagine that we don't have religion and we have euthanasia. Yeah, guys, if we have euthanasia, life will not be worth living أصلا. So basically تخيل لو كان تسمحوا أي واحد you have القتل الرحيم, you are free, do what you want. So أي واحد يجيه أي مشكل ولا أي problem, and maybe we're gonna discover a treatment or a medical thing for it after 1 month. Just 1 minute, Kauthar. After 1 month or after 2 months, we're gonna discover the therapy, right? And he gonna say that he will directly feel hopeless. He's going to say that no, I'm not going to succeed. He's going to see that the only solution for him is euthanasia. هكا كي تولي هكا متوفرة, it's okay, anyone can suicide and it's free, just sign a paper and you are right to do so. هنا logically speaking لو كان دير euthanasia to everyone, هنا البيشنس ما تكونش صافي. كل أعظم قيمة من قيم الحياة هي الصبر. So if you remove patience ولا هذاك الصبر ولا هذيك من المعاناة والchallenging والتحدي, هنا life it will not have that worth living or something. واللايف غادي تخسر أعظم قيم القيم تاعها. So دوكا أي واحد he feel depressed, he feel has he's diagnosed with something, with cancer or something, and I don't think so. Life will be chaos, right? Anyone can suicide وحتى ما يبقى حتى واحد في هذا العالم مو صحيح. Yes, it's so simple. انا حكيت لهم هذيك القصه تاع هذيك الطفله تاع الهولنديه, باللي she was suffering and she decided very early that she saw that she was very helpless, and she said that I want to die, and her parent told her just wait. I mean, you are not like a burden in our life, you are not shaping anything wrong to us. But she was in a rush and said that no, my parents are just going with me as a courtesy and everything, right? But after 2 months, doctors discovered a therapy for her, or a therapy for her diagnosis. You see, guys? So, هاي logically قلتها لكم. يا Mr. Haytham. Yes, Kauthar.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Ryan. So I'm so sorry for being late, and I really like this topic. It's a bit debatable. For the religion context that you were discussing, actually, I think we cannot speak about Islam here. Like it cannot even be applied in our Islamic societies. So I see no need to speak about it in the religious side. But just commenting to what Haytham has said, I think it's a bit not understood. I mean, he said actually, I agree with Ryan's point. I feel like he said they may represent a burden to their parents, and at the same time, he said like when they are above 18, they have the freedom to choose to choose whatever they want, and they have what to do with their lives. So I think it's a bit contradicting here. I mean, I don't know. You cannot just decide on the behalf of someone just because just because he's sick and cannot choose by himself, you choose to end his life. I don't know, it's a bit unfair. And at the same time, you as a parent, it's your responsibility. So you're not the one who choose to end his life. I mean, to their life. And actually, we've always been
But
debating about this topic, and I've never been.
here I have to ask you.
Sorry, Haytham.
Yes, if there is a sick person, we become like so
Mm.
basically we can.
Haytham, would you repeat, please?
So I said basically, yes, I said when you become the legal guardian of someone who is sick, basically you will be responsible of his money, of his assets, of his properties. So basically this is gives you the right to be responsible of his life.
But is this moral? Is this ethical to end his life? I mean, you're responsible of his life, not to kill him.
Well, I mentioned the example. Ryan. So basically, I mentioned the example of that Saudi prince. But basically, he is living like because of these machines and so on. Why didn't his parents just like decided to apply euthanasia on him? Because he's not ending his life. He is now 36 years old. So basically, he is like neither dead nor alive.
Okay, what's the problem with that? Just leave him.
We just leave him because one day his parents will die, his brothers will die, and he will continue being uh, like in that coma.
So be it.
Who is going to
If he's
look
no no,
after him?
if no one is gonna tend to him, or by the way, just to keep in mind, they have the money to keep him alive because obviously it's an insurance thing. They have enough money to keep him on that كما يقولوا life support. I feel, well, I wonder if they weren't, if they didn't have enough money, would they end his life or not? What do you think about this? Like, if لا سمح الله ما نقولوش family, نقولوا friend was in your responsibility and you had him in life support and it depended on your budget and someday you felt like it's too much, would you end his or her life or not?
Well, here it depends. I mean, if I am like an atheist, I will end his life. Oh, Ryan يضحك, so he's the friend. Okay. I will end his life if I am an atheist, but since I'm a Muslim, I will keep him just and wait for a miracle to happen. Or if he died, that's it.
But actually, this is illegal. This is immoral. You just choose to because you don't have the. So you choose money over person over life. This is not. I just would leave him. هو حيموت حيموت فخليه يموت.
This is the problem, Miss Kauthar. We are discussing that for their societies, like I said, they are individual societies, مجتمعات فردانية. They believe that the individual has all the right to do whatever he wants with his body. But when he is not able to take the decision, the guardians will take over the decision making. So basically, معناتها إذا هو ما هوش قادر يتخذ القرار، كاينين ناس راح يكونوا مسؤولين عليه قانونيا، يديروا عليه الوصاية، ويكون هم مادام هم متحكمين في الأملاك تاعو في أي حاجة، الحين يكونوا متحكمين في المصير تاعو. اسكو he will die or he will live. And when they decide euthanasia, they decide it when it is like the end. That's it. There is no other cure. There is nothing to do.
By the way, every case we've spoken about so far, illness, depression, euthanasia here is like an action. شغل كيما يقولوا it's killing. بصح مازال ما هضرنا على هذاك تاع الغيبوبة كيما هذا this guy, he's only alive because the doctors are keeping him alive. They're not gonna kill him, they're just gonna pull the support. So it could be one could argue باللي هذاك هو الأجل نتاعو بصح ال doctors are trying to keep him alive, or is it wrong to say that؟ شغل كاين difference بين واحد alive من عنده من عند ربي، وواحد alive from life support in the hospital، واحد مفورسينه باش يتم حيك شغل في الغيبوبة هذيك. He can die
Actually, here
but they're keeping him from dying. شغل يعذبوا فيه. I don't know. Does that make sense؟
I think so because they believe that death is mercy, الموت رحمة. So basically, if he is going to continue like this, he is going to feel worse.
But I'm asking from a religious point of view. دركا راني نهضر من الجانب الديني. Is it right to
For
keep
the
them alive
religion,
even though there's no hope? Is it right to force
Yeah,
them
yeah,
to
yeah.
live?
Yes, yes,
Force them
yes,
to live.
yes, yes, yes. You cannot kill him. You cannot make any
But
action
you're
to
not
save
killing
his
him.
life.
Yeah, actually
What do you
you're not killing him
what
literally. You're just
what
كيما قلت لك you're just unplugging life support.
what do
شغل
you mean, Yahya? Please go simply,
صح
please. What do you
هنعطيكم
mean?
two cases. Someone جراو عليه. Sorry سيرين, just a second. Someone who, had a brain aneurysm at home and he died. وكاين واحد اخر had a brain aneurysm at home بصح جراو عليه وحطوه في life support and he kept being in a coma. One of them died naturally and the other was kept alive. He was forced to stay alive. Did you get my point?
He was forced. He was forced.
I'm saying it شغل هذا تعريفي أنا, forced to being alive شغل, rather than die peacefully and naturally.
But it was a way.
Yahya is
It was.
speaking about like
It
the
was.
memes. ريان يحيى is speaking about the memes هذاك اللي يعقوب يقول لك تخيل انك تموت راكع ومن بعد الطبيب يدير لك الانعاش قلبي تنوض في هذيك اللحظه لايك صمت عليك.
Close, that's close.
أمس Yahya.
Never mind, never
Yahya,
mind.
don't get it.
Sirin wants to talk. Okay. ما
Okay,
تديرش عليه,
yes,
ما
go
تديرش
Shirin.
عليه, ما تديرش عليه.
No, I just wanted to say that هي generally speaking euthanasia فيها it can be active ولا passive. هذه هي بصح it is still the same. Active كيما when you do شغل هكذا you do the killing تاع صح. It is administering شغل a lethal substance. و passive it is withdrawing life support. سما كي تنحي هذاك life support it is still. Yes, that's it. سما I
ما
believe
فهمت
باللي كيف
والله ما
في
فهمت.
الود حرام وكاين.
شوف هاي اعطاتك الفرق بين killing someone شغل I don't know, you put it better, you put it in better words. What did you use? What did you say? Passively and can you say it
Yeah,
again?
active or passive
Yes.
euthanasia. The active is when it is like administering a lethal substance. Or passive, you just withdraw life support.
Yes, that's it, Ryan. There's a difference between killing them with giving them the lethal, substance, or just leaving them to die. You're not killing them, you leave them die. You let them die. Killing and letting to die. That's the difference. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay, okay.
Ryan, I think you meant زعما اللي لازم علاش باسكو when we go to seek help, medical help, شغل we expect نلقاو هذيك الهيلب. يسي سما شغل ماذا بينا يبقاو يعاونوا فينا الأطباء مهما كان بالعلم. ماذا بيا الإنسان هذا اللي ديته لهم يبقى حي. سما this is what you mean I guess, right? شغل يخليوه
Yes, yeah.
حي pour eux راهم يحميو فيه tout simplement.
Exactly.
This
مثلا
is
هيك
what you meant,
مثلا.
right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. شغل أي مثلا ديت واحد الكومان ديتو الكومان مثلا باهيش يتعافى انسان باهي نوض من الكومان راه في غيبوبة وراه ياكل ويشرب ثرو تاع من السيروم و medical treatment and everything. فهمتيني مصلح ما ينوضش يعني. مثلا كيما واحد الجوير تاع اياكس نورمال مروكي نشفى عليه، نورمال يحيى يعرفوا قلع انوار ولا نوري ولا ما نبليش ما نشفاش عليه.
The only
عنده
Ajax
15
player I
عام.
know is Ziyech. Ah, the other one who died.
نو نو
عبد
نو
الحق
ماشي
اسمه.
زياش.
I think his name is
والله
Abdul
هكا.
Haq.
هذاك دخل في غيبوبة تاع 15 عام يعني. I don't know, I don't know, we don't have the right to decide.
I think he woke up
صح كيما
5
راك
years
تهضر
later.
يحيى باللي شغل نخليه عايش I don't care about him، راني غير مخليه كيما هاك راه كيما زايد ناقص. I don't trying to discover something for him ولا try for him. هنا والله it's a very complex issue.
No, if there's a hope, if there's research being done شغل إذا عرفت باللي كاين أمل حسبين تخليه حي بلا ما but but many comas are not just simply there's no cure for coma. You
ما
just leave
هي
them alive and
هي
hope they
ديما
wake
كاين
up.
امل. اصلا if I do believe that if pain is meaningless then therapy is meaningless. اذا ما نبغيش هذيك القاعده، اذا المضاد فقد شرعيته صافي المضاد اليه ولا كيف تقولوا له يفقد شرعيته بالتساوي. So simple.
I just remembered a TV show called Westworld. I don't know if anyone watched it. Uh, so in this series, in the story, they try to make a certain CEO immortal. Like even after he dies, he stays alive. So they try to preserve his intelligence. They make it into an artificial intelligence, and they keep trying to revive him. Like each time he wakes up as a robot, a failure happens. Uh, and they make you watch this character, even though he's just artificial. He suffers, like he cannot fathom the idea that he died and that he just woke up as a robot, because as an he's artificial, but he thinks like the real one. So when they tell him you died right now, you are just an artificial, he always fails. There's always an error. This just reminded me of trying to force someone into life with technology.
Here I
My
actually
point is technology. Like the technological advances, technological advances, people die naturally from comas and not, I don't know if that makes sense.
Actually, I have a question for you all. Who do you think benefits from this law of euthanasia? Since like they produce this law, there is like someone who benefits. For example, you, Miss Noor, who do you think benefits the most from euthanasia? Like in the Western societies, في المجتمعات الغربية.
Between who? Doctors and patients, or
In
what?
general, who benefits the most؟ شكون اللي عنده فائدة من إنه اليوثانيجيا تصرى أكثر؟
I'm sorry, I didn't get exactly.
Okay, okay, I
For
will help you.
example,
I
for
will help
example.
you more. Haytham, I think healthcare system. So simple.
Yeah, by the way, I have a
Euthanasia
question.
is cheaper. It's cheaper than having long-term medical treatment and so on. So healthcare system.
Do they pay, by the way, to apply euthanasia داخلة في
Even,
الانsurance?
even. No, no, I don't think you're gonna pay. It's just illegal. It's a legal thing to do.
No, I
I
think
think you need to.
no. I think
What?
I think
No, you
when
have to
when
pay. You
people
have to
when
pay.
people pay for insurance, life insurance, I think euthanasia is included in their life insurance policy. Like if like maybe if you go to the hospital and tell them, hey, I want y'all to kill me, they check your insurance. If you paid, they'll kill you. If you don't have an insurance, they're not gonna kill you. I don't know if it's true or not. This is just a theory. I'll research it. I'll research it. كملوا. Keep going.
Most
Keep
of the
going.
time, euthanasia is done by special clinics. It's like not in general hospitals. There's a special clinic that you go for and you pay money. Yes, you are going there, you pay money, or like the people who are supervising you, or the guardians, the legal guardians, they go there and they pay them money in order to start the procedures of doing the euthanasia through like chemicals and so on. Basically انت يا اما انت تروح يا اما الليجل جارديان تاعك يعطيهم الموافقه تاعو اوكي ويخلصهم and they do it.
كيما عندنا واحد الناس هنا في الجزائر هير، تلقاهم سبحان الله شغل هذاك الجراند فادر يشوفوه كبيردن in their life، يشوفوه burden in their house. يا ودي موت 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 نورثوك موت.
By the way, I just discovered pet euthanasia. You know pet euthanasia. You know, putting a dog to sleep or a cat to sleep. This is a totally different topic, maybe. So we should talk about it, maybe. It costs up to $50, they say, to put your pet to sleep.
Yes,
Like,
it's when the pet is too sick and you decide to end his life. Do you think this is ethical as the human beings? Can you do that? Because we do it maybe here in Algeria, we do it to animals and something like this.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it to my pet. I would let them die by their own. I don't think it's right. I don't know. If it's painful for them, I don't know. I wouldn't even know if they're in pain or not. Maybe the vet would know. I don't know.
How about you, Sirin? Would you do that to your pet?
No.
Well,
Guys,
away from pets, they say they call it end of life care. You know healthcare. You know healthcare, life insurance in America. They have healthcare
yeah,
to cover your
yeah, yeah.
medical. They have end of life care. كاين الكير تاع end of life, and it could cost up to $30,000. So to go back to your question, Haytham, the government benefits from euthanasia. Obviously, it's a lot of money.
I think this is the
Okay.
answer he was expecting.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so because most of the people who do euthanasia, they prefer to donate their organs after they die. شغل الأعضاء اللي سلكت يتبرعوا بها. Yes, so here I have to ask you like another question, which is, do you think this is it is the bomb
No,
question?
no,
Do you
hate
think
them,
this
hate
is
them, hate them. Just a minute. Just let's. I really like the question that you mentioned just very lately, which is if you have a pet, okay, a pet which is suffering and everything. So let's answer this question all. Okay, so let's listen to Rabab, Kauthar, Noor, Maria if she wants.
Thank you so much. Well, I think just like a human, a pet deserves to leave. So on its behalf. I mean, we're not speaking about it in an Islamic context, as I mentioned before, because شغل قطعية ومفارية من جهة الدين إنها حرام وكاع. So like we are debating نحكوا في الأفكار وكاع. It's not ethical. Like it's like a human being. شغل هي كائن حي. I'm not going to decide on its behalf. Yeah, this is my answer.
Yes, Rabab.
I think I want to ask you, Haytham. You didn't think that life is always valuable, even in pain, always, in all the cases. You hear me?
well, yes, I hear you. Yes, I believe that life is valuable, but for animals, I don't know. Maybe it
No,
can
no.
be a
What about animals? آه، انت فكرت هذيك يقول لك ما تخليهاش تعذب كسلها اخي كاينه هذه نورمالمون خلينا من
yes,
الانيمالز انا humans.
humans. Hmm.
آه،
For the humans, there is two perspectives. If I were like someone who is American, I'm like without religion, I am like an atheist or something like this, I would approve. Like to do this, I would sign the paper and kill my friend or his relative or something like this. But since I'm a Muslim, I can't do that.
Okay. But you didn't think that's logically staying alive is always valuable? Okay, let's take my opinion about pets. I think if the pet is needs some things and I can't provide these things, I can كيما يا أخي كاينة هذيك نتفكر برك هذيك الحكاية تاع يقول لك ما تخليش يتعذب لازم تقتله. نورمالمون هكذا في الحيوانات إذا راكم عارفينها.
I think yes, Rabab, yes.
But what? About what? Pet or what? إيه كاين واحد العفسة نورمالمون في الدين يقول لك ما تخليش هذاك الحيوان يتعذب لازم تقتله. إذا ما تقدرش معناتها تقدرش توفر له هذوك العفايس وكامل لازم تقتله ما تخليش
Oh
يتعذب.
no, there is
المهم
nothing
هذيك
like
Oh,
this. I think there is nothing like this, Rabab, right? ومن دابة
أوكي.
يسمعون لا على الله رزقها، يعني ربي هو اللي يرزقها and everything. جو بونس راكي تروحي للحديث هذيك تاع الامرأة اللي حبست هرة I think، ومن بعد عذبتها، ومن بعد قفلت عليها، ومن بعد قتلتها، عذبتها right. I don't think so. But logically speaking, guys, logically speaking, I may change my mind. Let's imagine my favorite dog who, I mean, which made an accident. Their accident وراحوا له زوج كرايل. I don't know how can I describe it. راحوا له زوج كرايل مالا for example, and I start suffering with him, paying taxes, paying for him. He's an animal, right? I'm paying always, right? نروحوا الفيترينار نداوي نعاود نرجع عملية surgery نخسر عليه. I mean, did this animal deserve؟ هل يستاهل or no؟ هذا هو المين كويشن، the deep question. هيا خدموني شوية راسكنكم فيه. يستاهل نتعب عليه وننفق عليه as a human or no؟
Not as a human, but of course it deserves. By
إن
the
شاء
way,
الله أكيد out of humanity.
yeah, out of humanity, of course. صح مش كيما البنادم, of course. I'm sorry, برك شغل كيما كملت رباب her point, I made a search and I found in the Islam web باللي yes يجوز قتل الحيوان لإراحته. I'm shocked as well, بصح that's what I found.
But don't you think this is a contradiction? Like they are both living human beings. I mean, like they are both like they are creatures. They are both like صح واحد أعلى منهم مرتبة العقل but
Yes, I agree with you, but I don't debate about religion. Since I
But
don't,
who told? Okay, let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. I like this topic. Who told you that they're suffering? I mean, who told you these animals they are suffering? I mean, have you get into their body? Who told you they're suffering? Maybe they're
like
just
I said
pretending.
earlier, I said the vet may know a lot about animals. They'll tell me whether they are in pain or not. Also, they're creatures. If they are in pain, they will show it. They're not gonna talk. Pain is not always expressed through language. They'll just make
Yes,
دارك
yes, I
دارك.
see, I see, I see, yeah, I see. But who told you that they are suffering? I mean, they're saying, help me, help me. Who are? I mean, do you guarantee? Just you see it through your eyes and say that, oh, they're suffering.
يبان
It should
يبان
be
كيفن
clear, Ryan.
يعرف يبان.
but
what did you
إحنا
say?
أصلاً الحيوان لايك أصلا في الأول الحيوان ما سلمش نفسه لينا فشكون إحنا اللي حنقرروا باللي يعيش ولا يموت فتثبت.
What did you say, Siri?
I said it should be clear that an animal is suffering. And I personally can't see myself taking such a decision. Whether هي لو كانت تكون مش عارفة أنا مع النملة ما حشنا نقرر اسكو تموت ولا تحيا ولا I just can't. بصح يعني generally speaking يقولك بلي like euthanasia it can be a final act of love زعما towards هذاك الpet, but it must be like an act of deep responsibility as well because هنا because we're talking about love we're relating love مع euthanasia. In this case it must be measured, but I mean not by emotion but by ethical clarity. هنا كما قلت مقبلة ريان we are I think if you decide to end هذيك I mean the life of a pet, you're choosing what's easier for you ماشي what's truly better for them. You see, نقص على روحك مصاريف نقص على روحك responsibility, but what is better for them احنا we can't know. اسكو يعيش ويتحسن يولي bien we don't know ولا بالك يبقى هكاك يزيد it suffers even more. So هذه something we don't know. سما باينة بلي لا ديسيزيون اللي راح ناخدوها we are gonna prioritize ourselves أكثر على هذاك الانيمال.
Um, I
That's
think we
lovely.
should search.
Let's go. Yes,
Um,
Robert?
can I? Yeah. Okay. I
Yes,
think
yes.
we can search more about this topic because we didn't get a solution or something. Makes sense.
Yes,
Well,
so here I have what we
hi,
call it the bomb question. Yes?
can I just add something?
Yes, yes, you can.
Just about موضوع تاع pets and humans actually I think الحجة اللي كان قائم عليها موضوع الهيومنز إنه كنا بلي رانا responsible to this person. طيب for pets they didn't even choose us as their responsibles. فإنه أصلا to decide on their behalf here it's unfair. So we cannot just kill a human, just kill a pet just because. Come on, Ryan, I'm serious.
Okay. So now we are reaching the bomb question. The bomb question للأعضاء معناتها اللي انضموا لينا جدد like Miss Noor and Miss Maria. The bomb question is about a question that shouldn't be asked. هو سؤال ما لازمش إنه يتسأل but we ask it and we try to find an answer. So here my question to you. If you have a relative or you were sick, would you like someone to end your life if you are suffering a lot? Or would you end the life of someone else if he is suffering and he asks you to do that? Would you do it to sign the papers to apply euthanasia on him? Yes, Noor?
Well, honestly, this subject is kind of confusing, but since it's prohibited in religion, I won't take that decision to end his life or he ends mine because it's not allowed in our religion. That's it. I won't make anyway. That's it.
Okay. How about Yahya?
Well, as a Muslim, I'm gonna answer it as a Muslim, obviously. I'm not gonna do it, whether it's me or on someone else. On me, I know, I believe in God and I believe, نآمن بالفرج مهما كان الوضع, whatever it is. And yeah, on someone else, same. But I don't know what I would think if I were not a Muslim. Maybe I would have a different mindset. Maybe I would lose hope really quickly, because I don't lose hope easily as a Muslim, obviously. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yes. Lovely. Now I will change the question for the others. I mean, if we apply like what we call it euthanasia in Muslim countries. Do you think that people would go for it or no?
Obvious, it's a no. I think it's a hard decision. They can't do this step.
That's al and that's the one they buried or killed, not the that she killed herself.
No, no, no. It can be applied to all the context. Quran is global, Mr. Haytham.
I
Yes,
guess
so
many
Miss
You
Siri,
Muslims.
don't-
I think most people will refuse, but عدنا الopen-minded هذوك that will take it up. I mean, there's a lot of haram things that they do it anyway. كاين ياسر حوايج حرام يديروها المسلمين تبعنا. If you introduce this thing, some people will apply it anyway. I'm not saying that we're not strong Muslims, but some, most will say no. Obviously, أولا because we're not used to it, and it's really morbid. Death is not an easy thing, especially for Muslims. If you're a Muslim, you know كاين آخرة, you know we don't want to die. Most of us don't want to die. مانيش كيما الأجانب. They don't care. They just think they're gonna sleep. So most
Yes,
of
yes,
us
it may
fear
how
be
death.
happen, but rarely. It's rarely because it's not something easy to do. To kill, not something easy. So yes, it may be happen, but it's rarely.
Yeah,
yes, how
especially in
about
our
you, Miss
culture.
Maria?
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yes, Miss Maria.
I'm sorry, I accidentally raised my hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, actually, to wrap up the session because we reached the end of the session, do you have anything else to add about this topic?
Sorry, Haytham. What's the last question that you have asked? I mean,
I asked if we apply this in Islamic countries, do you think that people would go for it and or no?
only people who are not mu'min. We have Muslim people, but we don't have mu'min people. So simple. Yes, Sirin, yes.
Haytham, I think the answer to your question can be yes. I mean, not all people. بصح كيما قال لك اللي ما عندوش vraiment faith. Because here, I mean, we can mistake pain for finality. يقول لك خلاص, in many cases, what looks like a rational request to die might be a a symptom of treatable depression. كما مقبلة, I think Ryan mentioned this. Sometimes people who feel haka abandoned, or in pain, or hopeless, they might believe that death is their only escape. And then they can later recover if they are given proper care. So in such moment, I mean, هنايا when vraiment people can say yes. Surtout with had a new generation. I don't know if you agree, بصح I feel like الإيمان نقص شوية because of many things. Um, so people can say yes to this even though they're Muslim, even though we fear death. So they can, I guess.
Yes, Sirin,
دوك
yes,
يولي
indeed,
بالك
indeed.
لي يوجعو راسو يقول لك انا خلاص لازم نموت سي بون مانيش قادر اي
صح
بورتون
صح.
بالك يكون بروبلم اللي كان اللي يقدر يتعالج عادي سما دو بريفيرونس الحمد لله على نعمة الإسلام، الحمد لله على نعمة العقل.
صح
That's it.
صح، بارك الله فيك، صح سيرين. عندي واحد الارجيومنت نفض به من الاخر باش نبدو ديما عبره كوننا كمسلمين ومؤمنين، وربي يهدينا وصاي، المهم ربي يوفقنا ان شاء الله. I would say that the only key for this topic is religion. يعني قاع حاولنا نفلسفوا نروحوا منا but we are just going around the bush, right? So basically موسى عليه السلام كي كان فرعون لا يحكم الأرض لقى البحر قدامه صافي. There is no solution. يعني imagine this is a patient with cancer, with a serious cancer. You gonna die. You gonna die. بس ربي وحاله اضرب بعصاك، اضرب بعصاك، هز البحر شغل. I mean the sea separated. يعني no one will go logically at that moment and say that we can شغل أي واحد at that moment he's gonna say that موسى is going to be caught by فرعون, right, and he will be killed. بس ربي دار له معجزة، حلوا البحر، البحر فرق على زوج وراح موسى. Yes, exactly. So this is the same مبدأ ولا the same principle we can apply it with those serious cancer. And I mean كاين بزاف عباك ناس يعني خرجوا من واحد serious problems, serious illnesses, medical treatment and everything. يقول لك سبحان الله يعني I don't know, all the patients all the doctors told me that you're gonna die. and قرينا واحد التوبيك السنه اللي فاتت نورمال هيثم وكوثر يشوفوا عليه في الرايتنج. قال لك is it okay to say what are you gonna say شغل what was the topic هيثم, what was the topic يا ربي. You have the right وقيلة, you have the right to say I mean
No,
bye
no.
bye.
Is it okay if you tell? No, is it okay if you tell the truth to people who are going to die from this
Yes, بارك
disease?
الله فيك, that's it just. بارك الله فيك, exactly, yes. So قال لك the question is should we tell the people that they're going to die, they're going to die, I mean we are proved scientifically that they're going to die, should we tell them or no? أنا قلت لها no, maybe لعل الله يحدث ذلك بعد ذلك أمرا, right? So I think that's it for the topic of today. And everything is obvious in our religion. So basically we just need to, I mean, we just need to go and justify from deen. That's it.
But can we answer the question?
Yes.
But euthanasia can be a way of love, or what is the question?
I mean, my question.
No, the session question. Yes, yes.
No, for me, no, it's not. If you lost someone, you should have.
Yes, it's not a way of showing love to this. What about you guys?
I don't know. It can be and it can't be at the same time.
Some
It can
people
be both.
think it can be. Some people think like to end a suffer of someone else's. It's a way of showing love, but since we are Muslims, we don't have really opinion on this. It's not.
كما قلت
Yes,
لكم أنا
exactly. أنا مع البدء يعني شفت
آه
الموضوع قلت I can't be objective today. We really cannot. So باين الريبونس
yes,
تاعنا كيفاش حيكونوا, but it was a really interesting topic. Thank you.
yes.
You're welcome. So
Thank
basically,
you,
we
thank
reached.
you. Haytham, thank you so much for bringing such a topic, for suggesting it. Actually, it's the first time I see this number in our live circle session. Thank you all guys for this interest, and your attendance matters a lot. So with you, we can grow better and better. Thank you so much. See you inshallah next Friday. Barakallahu fikum jameen.
Thank you all.